Today the Spirit wants to speak to you. Fanaticism. Fanatics. Astrology. Fanatics. Palmistry. Fanatics. Chanting. Fanatics. Worshipping. Fanatics. For freedom, fanaticism is something you have to grow beyond. Then you become free. It's necessary to be fanatic from the beginning, but you should grow beyond it. A world where there is freedom from fanaticism is the actual heaven. Knowledge can be food for the spirit. The body has food. Mind wants knowledge. That is its food. But we have the kind of knowledge the mind cannot understand because it is for the spirit. So sometimes when the mind cannot understand, the mind gets confused. Yes, because it doesn't originate from the mind. A mind cannot understand. Yes, that kind of knowledge, when it is given, unless you let it go deeper than your mind before your spirit picks it. It is from spirit to spirit, not to mind. If you don't become receptive, if you don't open your mind, you can't understand. Somewhere in the scripture, the I, the only one presence, I, was speaking through Jesus the Christ and said, at some point, he opened the few people he was speaking to, he opened their minds and they understood. It is in the scripture. Those of you pastors, you know it's true? Yes. So if the mind is not opened, you can't understand. You may even be more confused. Today, the Spirit wants to speak to you. Sometimes the Spirit reduces frequency for the sake of minds. But I want you to be very open. Today, the message is not for you only. It is for the world. But if you open your minds, you will understand it first. You taste it first, and we give it to the world. And the topic is fanaticism. Does anybody understand the word fanaticism? Fanaticism means something that your mind attaches to 100%. And when it does like that, as far as this world is concerned, we can say it is good. But for freedom, fanaticism is something you have to grow beyond. Then you become free. Because anything that the mind is holding to, the mind is not, it cannot hold on to the truth because the truth is beyond the mind. So what it holds to is not the truth. Beloved brothers and sisters, in the beginning, when you want to plant something, you put it in the soil, in the earth, and it is covered by the earth completely. So, but does it have to limit itself to the earth? Will it have its freedom unless it grows beyond the earth? Are you getting me?
Yes.
It has to shoot out of the earth, then to the unlimited space. Then it is free. But inside the soil, it is not free. It is under pressure. So when the mind holds on to something 100%, it has covered it. And that is necessary in the beginning. Putting the seed in the soil is necessary in the beginning. But keeping it in the soil permanently for all its life, then that seed didn't get fulfillment. There is something in the seed that has to come out. But if it is limited into the soil only, all its life, the seed is in the soil. Where is the fulfillment? So when we are trapped in the mind completely, we call it fanaticism. Wherever you are born, you have things that your mind will be trapped in, attached to 100%. And by the time you are leaving the world, you should have gone beyond whatever you were planted in the beginning. It was necessary. If you were planted, for example, into Christianity, you were planted into Islam, you were planted into traditional religion. If you remain inside it without growing beyond it, you are a fanatic. Every fanatic is necessary to be fanatic from the beginning, but you should grow beyond it. When you have your freedom, the freedom is open space. And when you come into it, as to which ground you grounded yourself in, you are now free out of it. And that freedom is not common. It's not common. Most seeds are planted. They are not getting the conditions to shoot and become plants and be free. And that is what is happening with the human beings. Everyone is a potential for freedom. Every seed is a potential for becoming a plant. It may have to root first in the soil. So if you are born into anything, you will root inside it. But to remain in it is not freedom. Freedom is something else. It is this freedom that Christ had to tell his disciples. John 16 verse 12. I have a lot more to tell you, but you are not ready to hear them now. That is the secret, because they were not ready. They were fanatics to certain principles from the traditions, from the religion. And it wasn't easy to talk about the freedom. Fanatics of the Sabbath, fanatics of circumcision, fanatics of this, fanatics of that. All their mind is engrossed in that. But on the Sabbath, he moves out and does service. And they say, hey, abomination, this man. Abomination. Why? He's in freedom. But they don't understand. Then he told them, man was not made for Sabbath. Sabbath was made for man. Because you are limited rules and laws binding your mind, holding your mind, is necessary. But to end your life inside it So a follower of a free person like the Christ must end up becoming free. Otherwise, he's not a follower. Fanaticism everywhere you turn. Fanatics about a tribe. Fanatics about the race we belong to. And it's all the mind. And because of that, we develop hatred for some who are not fanatic to our circle. It means we are not free. Fanatics of a political party, fanatics of a football team, fanatics everywhere. Sometimes man, woman may live under the same roof. One belongs to a certain football team and the other belongs to the other football team. And sometimes they may end up fighting. One belongs to this party, that party, the other belongs to another party, and they may end up fighting. Religions. The war you are seeing now is religious war. Hidden inside it is the mind is engrossed, fanatic about something. And the other, they are nonsense. They must also be in this circle. You have political views. Why all should not belong to yours? You are fanatic about it. They are nonsense. Even inside the religions, we have fanatics. Fanatics to rituals. Fanatics to occultism. Fanatics, your mind is engrossed inside it. You are trapped. You don't have freedom. The one who has freedom is not a fanatic. But you can start with fanaticism, necessary. There is no way. When you are born, you'll be born into something and you'll be trained to capture it all in your mind. Even your family versus the other family. In a village, you are growing up. And it's like they and us. And your mind. It is necessary because you begin with it. Traditional religion, you begin with it. And all is fanaticism. Beginning with it doesn't mean you should end with it. That is the problem. Putting the seed in the soil in the beginning doesn't mean the seed should remain in the soil just like that. It should grow out of it. For its freedom to shoot out and express itself. This is a serious message. When you are free and another is free, then no enviousness, no jealousies, no anger, no hatred. Free, 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 free. And in that freeness, there is oneness. Oneness of spirit. This is the goal. If your life, you live it, we enter the world and we leave the world, are opposites. So you enter fanaticism, living fanaticism should be the opposite. Therefore, by the time you are living, you shouldn't be fanatic still. Otherwise, your life is a failure. Yes, yes, yes. Birth, opposite to death. Birth introduces you to fanaticism. And by the time you have to leave the world, you should be free from all fanaticism. A world where there is freedom from fanaticism is the actual heaven. The world that people only live in fanaticism is hell. That is hell. Sometimes people are looking out and thinking about hell and heaven as if it is somewhere else. Somewhere. It is just your life right now. Yes. Beloved brother, beloved sister, look at the egg. Inside the egg, it is necessary. The formation of the chick. But if that chick, if the shell doesn't break, and it's very hard, the chick is in hell. When it breaks and it comes to the open air, freedom. There wouldn't be any war inside heaven. That means where there is freedom, no fights. The emotions, anger, fear, anxiety, and many others, grief, they belong to the zone of fanaticism. Only that is where it belongs. When there is freedom, they are not there. The fruits, we show the tree. So, heaven, people in the scriptures or in the hymns, they talk a place where there is no more fear, there is no more cry, there is no more this, there is no more that. That is heaven. They sing it. They sing it. And the predictions from some of the ancient prophets, Isaiah, Daniel, they are talking that the new earth, even the lions will eat grass. The pastors, is it true or not? It's in the scripture. Yes, yes, yes. And it is symbolic talk. It doesn't mean the lions there will be going to eat grass. It means the violent nature will be gone. The violent nature to eat another or do this, they will all be gone. Right? There's that freedom. It's a reality. It's not something imaginary because mind cannot reach it. So don't try to imagine it. All that will come in imagination is not true. When you transcend it, the peace is beyond understanding. Understanding means mind is reaching it. But this is not something mind can reach. Your freedom is something else. Something else. Altogether. And throughout the generations, we count people free on our fingers. Majority is just fanaticism. Fanaticism. Even in the beginning, we have some people, they are subscribers to the jancosmic teachings, and they become fanatic about it. They even talk about it. Yes, I'm obsessed with it. Beginning is good. Because the seed, if it doesn't go in the soil, then it doesn't even get a chance to germinate. Isn't it? So, being inside it is not a bad thing. But for the seed to remain in the soil only, no conditions for it to germinate, and it is just inside it, and I belong to. And the others, they are something else. That isn't it. So where I'm taking you is not more into fanaticism. No. Out. But the beginning teachings will be just pushing you into that closed circle of knowledge and practices, and it's like a kind of trap. But this is something you belong to, and you have to be attentive, because the guidance will take you out of that soil. And you root in there, fine, but grow beyond it. When you look at the words, it's imprinted in your shirts, and also Jan Cosmic Foundation. Foundation, well, it can have two meanings. The way they talk about foundation as something that helps other people, fine. We can also look at it as foundation when you are beginning something. You see? So, foundation, the grounds where you are putting the seed. But cosmic means it's not to remain in the seed. Cosmic means open to all, everywhere. So grow. Become a cosmic being. So, the Jan inside it means transparent channel to help you in the process. That's all. So that from the foundation given you, you grow to the cosmic. These words were not planned. It just came from the Spirit. That Jan Cosmic Foundation. This is what we call synchronicity. It's just automatic. It just follows. If this is going on, this will also go on. So the world is passing through, therefore this has to come. And those who understand are actually blessed. Everyone inside the soil aims at things inside the soil only, but shooting out very few. And that is what I call the shift. Shooting out of the soil to your freedom is the shift. They have different names. People will talk about quantum jump. We can talk about being born again, because you are born into fanaticism. Being born again is out of fanaticism. All the different terms are referring to the same thing. People are fanatic. Even when we talk of spirituality, now it is developing into fanaticism. People are obsessed with it, the awakening process, and it's becoming another religion. The tendency of the mind to hold on 100% to something, not knowing the mind itself is the one you want to transcend. It's tricky. Very tricky. And the mind will set goals. And if you are heading for the goals, it's like the purpose of life. And you do that until you drop dead. Yes. But one who attains the freedom needs nothing. But if he just picks one desire, like I want to do something for people, then the flow of knowledge to give them, flow of if anything that you need in the drama just comes, unless you don't hold the desire. But most of the time you don't even have the desires. It's just one desire you preserve, a desire to help others. Because you have contentment. Inside you there's no empty space which you want to fill. You are filled. I'm encouraging you to this freedom. You don't lose the things you are looking for. You get them. Unless you don't need, then they will not come to you. When you have freedom, what you need comes. But there must be a line drawn between need and want. Need means what you have to use to fulfill the role you have chosen. Then there will be fulfillment. Whatever when we are in fanatic states that we target will never give you peace. Mark it. Whatever, when you are in fanaticism, you target, the mind tells you and you get. You will not be free. You will not be happy. You can dull the mind to say, I am happy. But lo and behold, before even you end the words, something unhappy appears. As you are saying, I am happy, something that makes you unhappy appears. Because you are living in polarity zone. In fanaticism, it is a zone of polarity. So whatever the mind tricks you to achieve, it will come with its double. It is unavoidable. It isn't anything you can avoid as long as you keep in that fanaticism zone. People have become, even in spirituality so-called, they become fanatics of Kundalini. And our mind is obsessed with it. Some fanatics about the chakras. Hey! Fanatics. Fanatics about the third eye. Hey! Fanatics. Certain rituals to be performed. Fanatics. Fanatics about numerology. Fanatics. Astrology. Fanatics. Palmistry. Fanatics. Chanting. Fanatics. Worshipping. Fanatics. And it makes one feel holier than thou, because what I'm fanatic about is all the world. And if you are not into it, I look down upon you. It's like you are lost. That is not freedom, beloved. Freedom makes you all-inclusive. You are an expanded being. You expand. And all-inclusive. And the attributes you radiate, like peace, it's just like the way the sun is shining. It doesn't know, the sun doesn't know that somebody is, let's say, using the words like somebody is a sinner, so don't shine on him. Would the sun do that? It knows nothing about that. It's free, just shining. Free. Doesn't know about those things. But fanatics know. Yes, yes, yes. They got onto a woman and they said, this woman is a sinner. But I stone her to death because he committed like this, and in our circle, anybody should not commit that. They took the stones and they were just about to crush the woman to death. And here, the Supreme I, functioning through the Christ, was passing by. And they said, okay, this guy, he's always talking some ways. Let us hear what he will say about this. So they approached him. Then he came nearer. Then they asked him, this woman, she did like this, did like that, did like that. So, she definitely, she deserves to be stoned. And the Christ said, hey, if she did like this, did like that, did like that. Now, your fanaticism that you are holding, check it well. The very same things or different things similar, if you haven't ever done any of them. And today you are alive. That means you were not stoned. So why you should stone her? And it's like, they were waking up. See. There are certain spots in the scripture, some of these things are highlighted, and when people read over it, they bypass it. But anywhere there is fanaticism in the scripture, they hold on to it. Yes, strongly. The Sabbath. Hey, if you miss it, Jehovah will deal with you. And it is deep inside people's blood. That is fanaticism, 100%. If you play with that thing, he can even kill you. That is abomination to talk like that. And you can become an enemy just by talking that one should not hold on to this. That is not the end. It is just a beginning. And the end has to be different from the beginning. Yes. Fanaticism is a serious ailment, and the whole world is caught inside it. Politics, racism, it's just your mind covers around this race. And you could see what Hitler did. He just drew a line around, and they call them the Aryans. Aryans are people who deserve to live, and anyone who is not in that must be killed. The earth should be occupied by only Aryans. And that was Hitler. And the world is full of fanaticism. Philosophies come up and it occupies people's minds. And it is fanaticism. It is good to begin inside it, as I said. But to remain inside it is unfortunate. Grow beyond it. Grow. Sometimes, in the growth process to get out of it, you may face a lot of challenges. Watch the seed. It is covered by the soil, and that is fanaticism. Like our minds are covering the real you. And you can't get out of it. For the seed to germinate out of it from the soil, sometimes there is rock. It is coming. It meets very hard. Then it tries to find its way But the shortcut would have been where the rock is. You see, that could have been shortcut, isn't it? But it has to go this way, that way, and then try to. Oh, it's not easy. Sometimes. But all that, the plant will not stop as long as it is given the conditions like water and nutrients. Then it has to use it. Even though it meets rock, it will use it. And continue to find a way out. And one day, then it pops into the atmosphere. And wow, that space. Wow, at long last. When people of the past got it, we only talk about the moment he got it. But the struggles before he opened, nobody knows. See? Look at the Buddha. In the East, when he wasn't called Buddha, just the same way as Jesus was not called Christ. From babyhood, he wasn't known as Christ. He was known as Jesus, isn't it? So he passed through things that people don't know about. And finally, when he popped out, and we say, hey, the one who is now expanded into expanded presence, space, open, freedom. So Christ is a title to indicate that he popped out. And Buddha was not called Buddha. He was called Gautama Siddhanta. When he popped up, then they call him Buddha. So it means the one who has attained freedom. So if he attains freedom and Jesus attains freedom, in the freedom, there is no competition. In the freedom, there isn't higher and lower. There's no hierarchy. It's oneness. You become the one. It's the same one. According to time, place, circumstance, it appears different. Just as you, time, place, circumstance, you appear different. But when you pop out to your freedom, you are not different from the Buddha. You are not different from the Christ. At that stage, it becomes like one entity who just stretched himself according to time, place, circumstance into this fanatic zone. And when he backs off, it is the same one. So there isn't two, there isn't three. Same one. So you are that one. When you get freedom, it will be confirmed. When you are not in freedom, mind can't understand. It's like, Yes, beloved brothers and sisters, this topic is a topic for the world, but you are getting it first. Yes. You have it first, but it is like food. It must be digested. Otherwise, you don't have it. Imagine you eat and you vomit. You eat and you run. Then it's like you didn't eat. But when you digest it, you won't remain the same. There will be changes. So, when you digest it, you don't remain the same. You don't. All that is going on, whatever you can point to, and people are obsessed with it. How can you appreciate other people if you are fanatic? Let's say there is football game and you belong to one side. It's natural. You begin with fanaticism. And then the other side, somebody is playing wonderfully. But you are even angry about his play. He's dribbling your prayers. You're annoyed with him. Somebody should cut him down. You can't appreciate him. And you only appreciate if somebody is doing it in your fanatic circle. And he's doing it then. Yeah. It's normal. We begin with those things. But a free person appreciates all. He appreciates all. The so-called opposition or opposite. If he does good, you appreciate. That's why sometimes I talk that certain words like enemy is part of the fanatic circle situation. There are fanatics about witchcraft, fanatics for so many things. Oh dear. There are those who are fanatic about dreams. I've been dreaming. For some days now, I'm not dreaming. Something is happening to me. They come to complain. Oh dear. Fanatics of dreams. And the mind will tell you many things about anything that you are fanatic about, to justify it. And the justification is from the mind, not from spirit. Oh, let me give you an example. Somebody eats late hour before he sleeps or she sleeps. And the kind of food he eats, maybe some heavy food, not digesting properly. Sometimes you eat things like beans and all that, very heavy. And then there will be gas. He's asleep. Oh. And he has covered himself with his cloth. And the gas smelling, a little bit of the energy, he has shifted into dream state. But a little bit of energy is reserved within the body to keep it alive. And that will send a report to the entity, the one, that something is smelling. And then the mind will say, let me dive into the memory. And the memory is that it is on toilets that smells are. So you are getting close to a toilet, and that area is smelling so much. And you go onto the toilet and you are trying to ease yourself, and all that is going on and on. You are dreaming, but it is nothing. It is just the scent which is passing through your clothing into your nose. And the report is passing through, and your mind is analyzing it. Because you have memory, your mind has stored information that it is through the toilet that scent of this kind is encountered. So therefore you are going to toilet. And this, people get up in the morning, I dreamed today I was on the toilet. This is, and you go from pastor to pastor or from place to place, they have to analyze it. Oh dear. Beloved, let's teach the people the truth. Indoctrinations. When the seminal fluid there, when man-woman relationship, when the liquid is accumulating, just like when you eat and food is accumulating inside the intestines, it will give you a feeling to go to toilet, isn't it? Yes. If you drink so much water, it goes down, it gives you a feeling to urinate. Oh dear. So if in the night you drink so much water, or even during the daytime you drank a lot of liquids, now in the night the accumulation in your urinary tract, the bladder is full. Then the silent report reaches the mind, and the mind says, oh, that feeling, when it is there, the records, the memory that I have stored is that when it happens like that, you go somewhere to urinate. So you start to think, I'm going somewhere to urinate. You see, and you go somewhere to urinate, and it is a dream. And this becomes a topic. Oh dear. So the seminal fluid accumulates. And then the mind, the record is that when it happens like that, it gives you a feeling for the sexual relationship. So the mind will tell you, yes, you are going in for the sex, or somebody is doing that with you. Beloved brothers and sisters, should it be a very big topic? Oh dear. Becomes a big topic. Very, very big. But it's all indoctrinations. So, the reason I'm telling you these things is when you have to grow out of fanaticism, then some of the obstacles that will delay your growth is these indoctrinations. Something you could bypass if you understood. For example, if the flatulence thing leading you to the toilet and all that, now change your lifestyle. Don't eat late. Now, if you don't eat late and the food is not too heavy, and by the time you are about to sleep, it is sort of down and your digestion goes smooth, there wouldn't be dreaming to go to toilet. Yes. There are certain diets you take, and that liquid which is forming in your bone marrow will increase. And it is that which comes to be that sexual liquid, that it increases. It is produced from there. It increases. Certain diets will increase it. And if it is increasing, and because of that, it gives you the dreams of sex, then the lifestyle, that which you are eating, can even change the story. It isn't a matter of, hey, oh. So, and when you are doing exercises like this, you are burning some of the things which are accumulating, and we call it toxic, in your system. And you can have sound sleep. You see, everything given you is to help you to come out of that fanaticism. The blockages in that zone, when you are trying to shoot out of it, all these things, too many of them, and you have deeply accepted them. It's not easy. When you talk about it, then one will say, but bad spirits are there. But who are you? Who are you? Bad spirits are there, but who are you? If a spirit entity is trapped, it is also fanatic. Everyone is fanatic. They are fanatic in the internal realm. Yes. If you have fanaticism and you don't break out of it and you leave the body, circumstances will be arranged again because you didn't pass the test. Another circumstance, either in the external or the internal, will be arranged again for your soul until you pass, breaking through the fanaticism and becoming free. You know the story of the genie who was put in a bottle and it couldn't come out. It's inside a bottle, a huge being, powerful, but it has been pressed into a bottle. You know that story? Some of you know it. And when the top of the bottle, a child, somebody was playing with it. When he opened it, then this huge creature coming out of it, and he said, free, free, free. You see, that is how the humans, these stories are all for you yourself. You see, they are stories for yourself. At long last, free. Yes, beloved. I centered this lesson on fanaticism, and we will have a short break, then just about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I have something other than fanaticism to give you, but I want you to digest this topic very well. The youth, they are not just the youth, but people, there is one thing they are fanatic about, which is the hardest thing to break, and that is fanaticism about money. That is the topmost fanaticism to break. True or false? So the whole life of a person until he drops dead, it is money, 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 money. Yes, yes, yes. It's a trap for the mind. So it becomes fanaticism. And the very young ones, we introduce them to it. Watch a baby coming up. He begins with freedom, carefree. That is why the Christ said something. He said, don't be anxious what you eat. Don't be anxious what you wear. Don't be anxious this, that. Because that is a trap. But it is difficult, the training we are given from childhood, it is difficult not to be anxious about those things. Isn't it true? It is not easy. But when you understand that it is something necessary to begin with, but it is something you need to grow out of it, that is where you actually belong to Jan Cosmic. That means it is not a goal. Money is not a goal. So you have to grow beyond it. But the mind will tell you, but if you grow beyond it, how will you eat? How will you get the clothing? How will you get a car? How will you get a house? It's unfortunate to think like that, but that is what people think. The point is, spirit and mind, who is powerful? Spirit. So you are relying on your mind to solve things, and a shift. Your mind will tell you, don't shift from me, otherwise you won't eat. That's what the mind is saying. But the mind is tricking everybody. It's tricking everybody. It's not true. Of course, beginning with it is necessary. That is a point I want you to understand. So don't think it is something bad. Everyone is born into it because that is the drama. Drama means problem and solution. So you enter into problem, and the problem is fanaticism. Solution is freedom. Are you getting the understanding? So, when you get the freedom, you don't lose the things that the body needs, whatever. So it's a lie that the mind is telling you. If you get your freedom and become yourself, then you have lost all these things. It's a trick of the mind. It's not true. This is the reason why the Christ said, seek ye first your freedom, and all the rest will be added unto you. Anybody who is not seeking that freedom is not a follower of the Christ. We put titles, but it is all a trap. I am so and so. Even in religions. And we become worshipable. And our mind, we feel good in our minds. Beloved brothers, beloved sisters, when you become free, you are not male, you are not female. You, the real you, is beyond. It's beyond. Again, the Christ will say, let the children come unto me, because for they are the ones who have the kingdom, who have the freedom. They begin with freedom, and we train them to be fanatics. Yes, we train them to be fanatics. What you belong to, they should belong to. And who draw close circles for their minds. You are Ghanaian. It's a fanaticism. You are black. You are white. Fanaticism. Grow beyond these things. Well. And there will be a world free from the attributes of hell. And there will be the attributes of heaven. Yes. As long as we find ourselves in this world, it is like when your children, sometimes you give them something we call puzzle. Something they are playing with, but it's like they have to arrange it and solve it. We call it puzzle. And they will be occupied with it, doing it. Trying to. Maybe they will arrange it and it will look like a house. Or they will arrange it and it looks like a vehicle. So the children get occupied with puzzles. But we grown-ups, we are doing the same. When you enter this drama, every single moment there is a puzzle for you to solve. And when you are able to solve that, then in the long run, you get your freedom. When you are not able to solve, you are given a different puzzle to try on it. When you are not able to solve, you are given another. It keeps on the whole of your life solving puzzles. Puzzle 1, puzzle 2, puzzle 3. It goes on and on throughout your whole life. And sometimes when in your mind it appears as if you have solved a puzzle, then you are shown that no, it isn't the answer. And then you have to go again, trying to solve the puzzle. To live in this world means to be solving puzzles. Yes. So each day, from morning till night that you sleep, you'll be solving puzzles. When you get your freedom, then it means every puzzle, you know the answer. You know how to arrange and get it. So you meet it and you are relaxed. You meet it, you are relaxed. Because you know the answer. You put this here, this. But when you haven't gotten that freedom we are talking about, then the puzzle becomes anxiety. Anxiety, that is. And the mind will tell you so many things about it. Do it this way, do it that way. And you just tap on your memory. That thing, if you put it here or there. When people are playing draughts, Drought, you know? Yes. They have the memory, they know when this thing is positioned this way, then the next move that will make me win is to put it here or there. So that is all we are doing in the drama. In the drama, that is all people are doing. Looking for a win. And when they put it somewhere and the mind tells them where you have put it, you have won. Then the game goes on and you find that no, hey, it wasn't a win. No. That is the whole problem with life. The whole problem. Continuously we are tensed. In tension. So that we win. And those who we hear, they have left their bodies. They never won. Even 5 minutes before the person left the body, he was still aiming at winning. 5 minutes before he left the body, he was still aiming at winning. Hello? Yes, yes, yes. So who is the winner? And the teachings, if you take your time, it is leading you to be a winner. And it is different. It's a different strategy. Very different strategy to make you a winner. So, beloved brothers and sisters, wherever you find yourself, you become a representative of that knowledge. And I want you to be confident because you are heading for the freedom. Even if you haven't gotten the freedom, take it this way. You are a student in the school, let's say primary school, and when you get to the secondary school, your siblings who are in elementary school, they get their classwork. Can't you help them? Are you going to say, I haven't even reached university, leave me alone? Some of you do that. They are just thinking until they reach university, they shouldn't have anybody. Many of you are thinking like that. That's wrong. That's wrong. Because you see, there's one secret. If you help somebody to move from, you help the person and is able to pass class 1 exams to class 2, it's one class that person has gone, is counted for you. And that is a mystery that you also have to have one class forward. That is a hidden thing in the drama. So never wait till you have total freedom before you help anybody. Even it helps you to get closer. By grace. That is what we call grace. We have what we call, in the ancient language, we say sadhana. Sadhana is the self-effort you are making. But we have what we call kripa. Kripa means grace. So how do you attract grace? You attract grace because wherever you are, somebody is below you. Help the person up. Then you get the grace to go up. Not only practices. Are you with me? Yes. It's one thing, some of you say, I've been in and haven't gotten the goal, I haven't gotten the realization. And those who got the realization, they help people and got the grace. Then it makes it easier for you. Always somebody is below you. You may be below where you want to reach, but some are below you also. Why don't you help them? Just because you haven't gotten where you want to be. And that will delay your getting there because grace is not going to be with you. Please, do you understand this? It is serious, I'm telling you. Without grace, you practice your whole life. Because do you know how long it is you have been trapped? And you wanted freedom in 1 minute. Unless grace comes in. Somebody, I've said this before, he's living in a compound house and he has a court case and all night he didn't sleep, thinking because the next morning he's going to the court. And he gets out of the room, he dresses up and gets out of the room about to go. And then 2 tenants are fighting. Then he tells himself, you nonsense people. Let me think about myself. And he passes on to go. When you go, then all the effort you are making is just effort, but no grace. You got opportunity to get grace before going, and you failed. Just a short time, a few words to them may settle the matter. And when you go, words from somewhere will settle your matter. So it is not only effort, it is grace plus effort. Effort minus grace. Most of the time it is like female minus male and you want a child. The two come together very easy to get a child. That is it. So it's wrong information in the air. I haven't reached what I want and I'm giving service to do or to help other people. I won't do. Some are with that mentality. When you are selfish, you don't reach your goal. Because when you reach the goal, you realize that it is the one who was giving you to help is yourself in another form. The universe brings him as opportunity for you to reach, for grace to flow. But you misunderstood. If you are walking, you reach some place and some building has caught fire. Then you look at your time and say, yeah, I'm going somewhere. If you call the attention of the fire service or you call people's attention and they look for water to just put the fire off, wonderful grace for you. Why should you be there at that time? It's opportunity for grace to come your way. But you misunderstood because of selfishness. Only me, false identity. All the attention is just I. When you serve somebody, your own karma, what we say cause and effect, which is accumulating for you. You help somebody, then that somebody, it means, is moving from here to there because of you. So because of that, here you committed some cause and effect. And then you are placed, that is counted for you, you help somebody. So you are placed here, and the cause and effect at this lower side, you are bypassed it. These are all secrets. Simple truths. You bypass it. If you are under the table and we throw stones under the table to hit you, and we keep throwing stones under the table, and you climb to the top of the table, but we're throwing stones under the table, haven't you bypassed it? You bypass it. Maybe you set a course when you are under the table. There is a tennis ball or something, you threw it. It hits the wall and comes back under the table. Now you send it, you threw it. Before it reaches back, you are on top of the table. Will it come and hit you? You bypass it. And what will take you to the top of the table is not just practices alone. Grace. Attract grace. This is the reason the Christ spoke about the Good Samaritan. You know that story. Sometimes it's very difficult to do service because this person was a Jew and he got wounded. Some armed robbers attacked him, took his things away and wounded him, and he was lying down with blood oozing. But where the difficulty is, Jews, because of fanaticism, they say, we are God's people. Only us. You know fanaticism, I've taught you. This is crazy. Fanatics. Because they don't know what is God. God is not a form sitting somewhere and then you attach to him and say, we are so and so. Then what is the meaning of omnipresence? That God is everywhere. And then you say the others are lost. That means God is not where they are. God is only where you are. That's fanatics. So it is a Jew who got wounded. Then another Jew was passing by. He got there. And he looked, and of course, that selfish thing. He looked at his time and I'm going somewhere and these things. They just bypass. And according to the scripture, such a person, he was also a godly person. They call themselves godly. That means he was going to church. And he looked and said, the congregation is waiting for me. Meanwhile, he's going to teach that be your brother's keeper. At the church, that is what he's going to preach. And the test was given him, and he bypassed it because he loves congregation, he loves crowd, he loves money. They come and they relieve him of certain things. So that is what he's targeting. Are you with me? Yes. So when he bypassed, then this is a wonderful story that the Christ mentioned. Then the Jews, the people they looked down upon, Samaritans, Gentiles, they are, that is the circle they have drawn for themselves. That is the fanaticism. So others are others. So this way, a Samaritan was also passing the same place. And it is easy to identify a Jew and the others. So when he saw the person wounded, he saw that he was a Jew. But this Samaritan threw away fanaticism. Otherwise, he would have hated the Jew and then closed his eyes and passed somewhere. But he didn't do that. He said, oh, what a feeling. Another human in trouble. So he just simply went to the person and was trying to inquire what is the trouble, but the person couldn't even express. So he just took care of him. There were first aid, whatever he could. Then he carried him and all the way to the hospital. And the Christ says, this is the one who pleases my Father. Pleasing means you get grace back. Are you getting me? Yes. Sometimes people miss grace because of the attitude of mind. Opportunities, they don't see it because they are so self-centered. Opportunity to tap grace is pushed into your direction. But somehow, they miss it. And after missing it, he's expecting grace to fall his way. And he makes long prayers. Lord, I need grace. I need favor. You know the terms they use. You need it. He gives you opportunity to connect it. And you miss it. You miss it. So once again, he told the people. You see, I'm referring to the Christ like this because it's not two things. I already explained to you the meaning of Buddha, the meaning of Christ. It's the same thing. It's one who is out of fanaticism. He's free. Are you getting it? Yes. So, he told us disciples. If we are to meet on another level, many of you, I'll tell you, you are short of this level. So stay down. Why? Because I came to ask for water from you. You failed to give it to me. I needed this and that. You failed. So you don't have grace to lift you to this platform. So remain down. Are you getting the understanding? So how you can tap grace is what I'm telling you today. So opportunity, one should be thankful. When the opportunity comes, be thankful. There is somebody, he's in the US. Sometimes he will send some money. I'm talking about this just to let you know the mentality. When he sends the money, the statement he will make is, "Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the opportunity that he has to do some service with that money." So it is not like something compelling. If he doesn't do, others will say they are all doing something and he's not doing something. Some are thinking in that way. No, recognize that Great Spirit has tossed that thing into your side for grace opportunity. You have been given certain services to do. Some of you are organizers. In actual fact, wherever you are, in a sense, wherever you are also an organizer. But the only thing is we have what we call head organizers. That means they will be doing it on a daily basis, organizing certain things. But when you are somewhere doing your work, occasionally you also organize. For example, you meet somebody in program at the office, and if you sit the person down with some few words that you have known, some lessons that have grounded in you, and you share it, you are also an outreach teacher. You see, you are also an outreach teacher. And that is an opportunity for grace. We have some of you who are already on that kind of level, and you're always into service, every step. And I know. And those who are doing like that, they have accumulated a lot of credit for themselves, and grace is hanging behind them. And if grace is hanging behind you, it means like when you have savings in the bank, then when some time comes and you get debts, and you have so much in the bank, would the debt mean anything to you? You accrue some debt. Just go for money, clear it. So the grace hangs behind you. Anytime it can descend on you. So blessed is a person moving about with grace hanging on his head or her head. And some of you are in that state. You are not aware. You may not be aware, because the grace does it in timing. It may be hanging on your head, and it's timing when to descend. And when it is like that, the tricky thing is that one may still look around and it's like, whatever he has done to get grace, what have I gotten? He doesn't know it is hanging on his head and waiting to descend. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Some of you. Beloved brothers and sisters. Yes. Nobody will get that grace and never get it. You will get it. It will always descend at some point in time. There are some people, it is even delayed till the latter part of their lives. But there is justice. You won't get grace and not get it. It will always be yours. So every opportunity for grace should be, we should never miss it. Do your best. Yes. So, in order to render service to people wherever you are, many people, what are the challenges they are having? Most of the puzzles and challenges, sometimes it is health. Sometimes it is relationship. Sometimes it is work. You know, these things are in particular circles, almost everyone. If it is not this, it is this. If it is not this, it is this. Money, and so on. But it's a circle within which all these things are going on. So wherever you find yourself, how can you tap grace? By doing something for others. If you think you don't have anything, when you think you don't have anything to give, it's a very, very, very serious mistake. Serious mistake. The opportunity, when it comes, it will always be something you can do. Always. Like I gave you the example, you reach a place and the building or something is on fire. Yes. That thing happening is not requesting money from you. It's just to call fire service or call people's attention. Hey, there's fire here. That is service. Somebody is walking and it drops something unseen. You are passing. Then you turn your head off from there. Why did you see it? It is the Spirit that connected you so that you do something and get grace. Are you with me? But some selfish, you won't do it. Then you don't get grace. Yes. Sometimes you are moving in town and you see a very elderly person wants to cross the road and is having difficulty because the cars are moving. Sometimes somebody, wherever that person is going, he stops and comes to the help of the old man or old lady and says, "Hey, you vehicles, please." And then takes him across or her across. And after crossing, he himself is not going that direction. He comes back to go wherever he is going. That means that day, the opportunity for grace, we grabbed it. He grabbed it. But everything is self. You don't get grace. Yes, beloved. So the centers, the offices we have opened this year, I told you it is the year of new beginnings. And even places where people thought nothing will come out of those places. This very year, certain persons were given the opportunity for grace, and they have taken it up. We could see, for example, the central region was so much down, but one person just got up, says, we are hosting the retreat, and it is an opportunity. So, and I've heard that doctor is going to go around, but we will be left out. So, let me go rent a place. That person went to rent a whole place, flat. So it becomes an office, and they are decorating, they are furnishing, they are working hard. Just one person. I'm giving it as an example to you. Opportunities come, but we are so much self-centered. And when you are self-centered, you remain poor. Because you don't get grace. You don't get grace. So the person has done it. And then a few days ago, another mystery, another somebody. And for the retreat that will come, somebody also got up and said, the food that all the people would take at the retreat, I'm taking everything. I will pay for everything. Somebody, he said, don't mention my name. You see, taking advantage of opportunities for grace, it makes it easier for your journey for freedom. Your journey to freedom. Yes. When you have very little grace, you have to compensate it with effort. So effort. And effort brings anxiety. The whole time of your life is anxiety. Because if you don't hang on effort, you won't get even food to eat. Clothing to wear. Even shelter becomes effort. But if it is 50% effort, grace will be 50%, then the effort will not be too much. And if somebody accumulates effort 80%, then how much of he accumulates grace 80%, how much effort does he need? 20%. 20%. And when it happens like that, the one who doesn't know the secret, and he's putting effort, becomes jealous of the other one. Because he puts little effort and he's getting so much. But past, you don't know his past. He has accumulated a lot of grace. Yes. And to maintain what they have gotten, if you watch those who are wealthy and so on, to maintain it, those who get it maintained or even increasing, they are people who also watch out some things and release. They get out some things and release. You watch them. But when it is all selfish, it will reach a point that wealthy person, some incident will take place because his grace has finished. He never added any grace the time he was getting the wealth. Sometimes he does things against people and it becomes the opposite of grace. And all his grace, he's canceling it out by his lifestyle. He's nullifying his own grace. And in the long run, one day, some incident. When that incident happens, then we'll be pointing fingers. That is the witch. The witches, because how come all these things have collapsed today? I don't understand. Yes. Some are given to the widows, and they say, hey, any widows around? Okay. And then get it. Some, they buy clothing and all that, and they go to the villages. Very elderly people, things they wear, I want to just get clothes. Get this, get that. Some go to the leprosarium. Those with leprosy. Even blankets, they need. The weather is cold. If you do these things, you can't continue to be poor. If immediately you are even encountering some challenges, There is justice. So what you have done is only hanging and timing when to descend on you. It won't fail. It's only a matter of timing. And it will come at a time you need it most. Not, watch these words, not the time you want it, when you need it. You may want it and it's not descending. It's your credit. It's hanging. But it's timing when you need it. Sometimes what we want, our mind is tempted to call it need. But deeply in spirit, it's not something you need. Why? Because you are here to play a role. And that thing which you want will not add to pushing you on your role, to achieve your role. So it's not a need. But when you get the role you are here to play, it will push you on it. It's a need. But how many even know what their role is? You see the problem? So the mind will tell you a want is a need. And then you'll be agitated for it. But it's in a direction you want it to use it. It's not in the direction of your role in the drama. So spiritually, it is not a need. So it will not descend. You have the credit, but it won't descend. Yes, it is a matter of understanding. For that matter, it is important also to know what your role is. Otherwise, others will give you roles to play which is not your role. Because you don't know your role. Somebody is doing something and it goes okay for him or her. No, let me do the same. So that it goes for me. And that is what we do all the time. What if your own is different? We're building a house. You are a carpenter. Somebody is a mason. Then you are a carpenter, but you don't know. You get to the building site, and masons are working, and the house owner comes around and gives them money. Oh yes, you've done the wonderful work. And the carpenter, he says, let me join the masons. Because I saw them getting money. So, living in this world is something. It could be simpler if we understood certain things, and it can be complicated when we don't understand what is what about the truth. So most of you here, you have reached where part of your role is outreach teaching. That is why the Great Spirit is giving you knowledge. It's not accident. He's preparing you so you become a channel for him to reach out to other people. So don't be selfish with that knowledge. And the more you release, the more he will give you. More knowledge will flow. You'll be surprised. And when you are not releasing, you won't get more. The getting more I'm talking about is not from the videos and from books, from YouTube. No. He will give you from interior, from spirit. It will be flowing. But the key is that you should sincerely want to release. Begin. And once you begin sincerely, if I say sincerely, that like you are not after anything. It's not like you are releasing it. The person is in need of that. And you are giving, and you giving, you are thinking, I want to get from him or her. Then it's not help. Are you with me? But don't think, if you give and you didn't think of getting anything, you are going to be poor. No, you got grace hanging on your head out of that, and it will descend. Are you with me, please? Try to understand. Any sincere giving, you will not be, you will not remain like a loser. There is a saying on the seeking from the students from the past, from disciples. They have this saying that in the service of the master, giving doesn't make you poor. Keeping doesn't make you rich. And it's a wonderful statement. When you give, it's not going to make you poor. And if you keep, it's not going to make you rich. Are you with me? These are things we need to understand. So, all of you are outreach teachers, wherever you are. And this very year, the year of new beginnings, many things are going to happen. And opportunities to get grace will be happening close to you. It may be in your house, and the Grace Spirit will send something, and you need to do something. It may be in your office. It may be in the marketplace. It may be with your business you're doing, and you come across something, and if you become selfish, there is a way you will handle it. If you become helpful to others, there is a different way you will handle it. And it's only opportunities thrown in your direction. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Now, sometimes somebody may be sick. The health in this generation, so much. So how do you get grace in that direction? I'll give you some clues to it. Wherever you are, render service, help those who are having health challenges, relationship, work, finances. Now let me talk of health, what you can do. if you meet somebody having health challenge, the knowledge is this. First of all, find out what exactly is the problem. And if the person mentions what the problem is, the first thing, don't think you have nothing to offer. I've already told you that is wrong. The beginning of the healing of the person is to delve into the counseling aspect of the person's life. Find it out. How did the ailment begin? And when he's talking about it, you see there are other issues around the person for some time. So those issues have been giving the person emotions. Either it is anger, it is fear, it is anxiety, or grief. It's grieving about something. Somebody is in relationship but might have some rival or some kind of situation going on, and it's like sleepless nights, worrying, and all those things, they are the actual viruses that start, and finally it will end in something manifesting in your body. Are you with me? So when you want to help people, it's not just what has appeared. Now go deeper. Calm them down. Talk to them. Some of them, even if it's just some belief system, and when you clear it, then he's closer to healing. Some are carrying hatred inside them. So much fear. Somebody wants a child, is not getting a child, and he looks at their siblings having children and all that, and it's like sleepless night. And every time they talk, it's against me. Every time they do this, and subtle insinuations against me, blah, blah, blah. And in the long run, you see the person develop some health challenges, maybe BP or something else. So it's not just the external thing alone. We need to go deeper and help the person from inside and from inside out. When you do that, and there comes to be a cure, it will be total cure. If you bypass the root of the thing, it is just the orthodox medication to calm the symptoms external. But that is not. You know it. This generation is not it. It's not a solution. It just brings it down temporarily. And even if the orthodox medicine is able to clear it externally, you'll be surprised that it is not a solution, it is a postponement, and the thing has shifted to another area. Side effects. You press it down here and it comes off in another angle because the root cause has not been tackled. Please, do you get it? This happened with one person like that. Was having cancer and the treatment, the doctors, they had to give some medicine that will shrink the cancer. And as he was taking, and he had to report every 2 weeks. The next time he went, the thing has come down, but it was spoiling his liver. That medicine was spoiling the liver. So the doctors were confused. Then they said, okay, leave the medicine for another 2 weeks and let us see. Don't take anything. After 2 weeks, he returned and the cancer was coming up again. And the liver has not restored yet. So the doctors were really, really confused. In actual fact, they performed surgery to remove the cancerous situation. But it is something they had never seen before. So they took it to the lab. It's so terrible. And some remained inside because the person was elderly and they could not do too much there. Because if they do, maybe you will not even survive the operation. So some was left inside. In the long run, it had to lead to his death. These things happen all the time. So orthodox medication doesn't know the root. They root it only in the body. Then they point to this, that in the body. That beyond the different layers of body, they don't know. They don't have the equipment to tell that it was due to you and your so-and-so that went on, or you lost somebody dear to you, and that time some things happened to your inner layers because of grief or something. There was a similar situation. A woman, some years back, she was married to a white man in Ghana here. And the man came from Switzerland. And the man was doing business, bringing heavy machinery and doing so many things. And they were very prosperous. Things were going on nicely. One day, they had 2 kids. And very nice children. And one day, the children, they used to play with other children in the other houses. They had friends. And one morning, they were preparing breakfast. And then the child moved out to the other side. And he found that the children were going to the swimming pool. So he went with them, and they were in the swimming pool swimming. Could you believe it? Some portion of the swimming pool, this child got in there and was stuck. He could not breathe, he could not come out. He's there, and the attention wasn't there. So by the time they realized and brought the child out, he was gone. He was dead. And the woman, the husband, they were preparing breakfast, everything. And when they make breakfast, their breakfast is like a feast, Everything set. And then all of a sudden, they bring the child. What is the matter? The child is dead. and the woman was collapsing. What? She was collapsing. Why was she collapsing? I've taught you. The aura shrank. The spiritual field around the woman will shrink. When you hear something, when you are angry or you are sad or something too much, then it will shrink. But it is that which is passing through your body to make you feel alive, and it shrinks inside. When it shrinks like that, then the body is like nothing. The body is going down. Now, they pick the woman up, and it's like he could not look at his child dead. Couldn't believe it. Now, by and by, they buried that child. The amazing thing, exactly a year, he was at breakfast with a man. And they were there conversing, eating. At some point, that man, the white man, he was like this. And the woman would say, we're talking, last night you slept very well. What is your problem? You're sleeping, eating and sleeping. Then you push. And what is happening? Are you sick? Bonito. She thought maybe he's playing her some games or something. But the man was gone. The man was gone. And it's like the woman was fainting again. When she realized it's really death, this is no, unbelievable. And then after that, after they buried the man, in fact, the man had a company, and the man was prosperous. He had a company in Switzerland. So the name of the woman, according to the laws, she was to become the head of that. So they went to Switzerland, and the company, a lot of people, they had to have a board meeting to introduce the woman. Is now the boss. They were at the meeting, things were going on, and all of a sudden she was going like this, going like that. So they noticed, and then they carried her, said, to the hospital, and it was stroke. It was stroke. Where from the stroke, all the shocks, she had had very serious shocks of the past. They affected her energy field. They were loitering inside the energy field. And any small thing can trigger something else. I hope you understand these things. So if the person has gotten the stroke, and then people may say, hey, her home, and she's doing very well. Just see her people, they are very wicked people, they want to kill her, blah, blah, blah. You see. So this woman had a stroke. It was later they brought her to me. That is why I'm telling you all this story. You see. So they did everything in Switzerland, but in the long run they said they had to fly her home because things were not working well. She was still in this. And the stroke was terrible. Terrible. You know, we have mild stroke, then we have really, and that was a terrible one. with that one or her friends. You see, at the time he was married to the wife, he had a lot of friends, ladies, and they go out, chill, and all those kind of things. And now, none of them, because they came around and saw her condition, nobody wanted to be near her anymore. Why? Because even the flames from her nose, people could not bear. They used toilet roll to roll it like this. When they brought her to me, and the eyes could not see, the mouth, everything shifted. Not easy. But all is because of the shocks of the past. So these external things, if you don't know the history of the situation and you confront it and, oh, let's go buy an egg, let's do this, let's do that ritual. It has nothing to do with those things. Are you with me? It has nothing to do with those things. So we need to help people, but we need to also take the knowledge and approach things in the best way. Because even though people are looking for healings, but don't forget, prevention is what? Better than cure. So what has caused the thing? If you can reach deeper and be helping side by side with the treatment, very good. Don't bypass the cause. And the treatment also, I've taught you, is better to function, to the external treatment itself, choose the natural approach, natural treatments, natural ways are much better. Why? Because if you are counseling the person, if you are helping the person's inner side to come down, the external side, if you are using natural things, even hydrotherapy and sometimes herbology, herbs, using herbs, and they are all natural things. Reflexology, where you do some massage and kiss, certain things, they are all natural things. Enema, they are all natural things. You know enema? Yes. Yes. You see, they are all natural things. Because you use natural substance. You see, water, maybe some akakadru, some ginger, lemon juice you put inside it, and and in the case of stroke, you do the enema for them. You can use coffee for the enema for stroke patient, and it helps a lot. Then you let them, those who have a strong type of stroke, then you give them something like a chewing gum to activate the jaws, to try to, the muscles there which have all become stiff, and you let them chew some chewing gum whilst you do the enema with coffee and so on. You'll be helping the person much more. But it's not just these external things alone. Try to also be counseling the person, have no fears, and whatever. There was one man who was brought to me again. This man, very wealthy. He had houses built, many, many things. And somehow he was having trucks, big, big trucks, plenty. But most of these things were due to bank loans. So most of these wealthy people, sometimes they have loans upon loans that people are not aware of. So one day, there was information released to him that in a few days' time, if he doesn't clear his debts, it was going to be blown up in the news. And when he read that thing, the pressure had risen very, very high. Because plenty people know him, very wealthy. They never knew he had all this behind it. And if it all is going to be blown out, then it's like, then either he takes some medicine and kill himself before they blow it out, or hang himself. You see? Yes. And that man, he got stroke a few days after. That is why I'm telling you this. And the wife was telling me about how his siblings were jealous of him. They did this against this, blah, 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 blah. So many things. And then I said, okay, but I will do my own verification. And the man had difficulty speaking because everything was this. But I had to delve deeper. Then I got to know, it is just this message from the news, from the banks, which was the root. That was the virus. Please, do you get it? So all of you can be of so much help to people and get grace. Never think you don't have anything. There's so much knowledge, guidance. You can give guidance to people. You can help the sick. Sickness is of different types. Somebody today, he gets some emotional challenge. And he's already sick. Even though it hasn't manifested physically. But you watch the person, is already sick. And at the root, you help the person, then it will not manifest physically. So people can be helped from different angles, whatever they are passing through. Sometimes just a phone call somebody brings and taking your time in a cool voice, talking to the person. It doesn't get anybody to talk to. And nobody is ready to hear him or her. So, because everybody is just about himself or herself. Your matter is your matter. There was one lady like that in Canada. She called, and just a few minutes I spent with her. How she breathes. And then after that he said, I was going to die, but you have saved me. Because it got to a point, she didn't see the reason to continue with life. And yet now, after the talk, she's back to herself. That is healing. That is healing. And you can do that. You can do that. So never think you have nothing to give. Never think like that. So wherever you are positioned, represent the Jan Cosmic in a proper way by feeling free to let the Spirit expressed through you. Don't block. When you are selfish, you are blocked. If somebody is a subscriber and is in tune with the teachings and is helping people, talking about it, and so on, the person will get so much grace. And if somebody has the name upon himself, I'm Jan Cosmic, I've even gotten impartation, and yet he sees a situation, opportunity to do something in service for somebody, and he turns away because everything is just a closed circle around you. Even people have that philosophy. Just concern with yourself. Don't concern about people. Well, it's a philosophy. You may say it is good, but you've forgotten that even when you are just about yourself, even when you want to eat, it is somebody who will do the cooking. You want to drink water, it's somebody who makes it available. You want to go somewhere, it's somebody who will drive you. So, cutting everyone off and being yourself, you see how impossible it is. Impossible. So grace will pass through all these circumstances to reach you. So, beloved brothers and sisters, it is not only the stroke, all the other ailments you meet. I'll be teaching you how to handle them in a natural way. Whether diabetes, we have the ancient formula. People don't have that formula in these days. And it is natural. See? So once you counsel the person, you also can get some more knowledge. And I'm going to be releasing these things in the centers. But I always want to give to those who become channels to reach others. It's not that you want something from the person. Because when you channel it, grace comes upon you. And the grace is more valuable than what you were looking for from the person. Are you getting it? It's more powerful than what you were looking for from the person. Most of the time, people who are passing through these things already, they are depleted. Depleted means they've gone round, they don't even have anything anymore. And then you are also asking for something, or you also want something from the person you are giving. If they go to the hospital, if they don't pay, they can't be attended to. And grace, or the grace spirit, makes you cross their way. And it's opportunity for you to get grace. Don't necessarily. If the person has, and he feels gratitude, and take this. It means the grace that is coming upon you, some have been turned in front. For you, the grace spirit touch the person's heart and say, what he has done for you, give something to him. Go ahead. Are you getting it? Yes. But a greater part will still be hanging. You just tap a little from the person. But it's not you going in all the time to for that. It is in the system like that. worldly system. And worldly system has become normal, but it is not. When we come to the spiritual, it is not. Please, do you understand this? Yes. So, never miss the opportunity when it comes to you. Do your best. Even if your best is not enough, grace may value it so much. Grace Spirit may value it so much. It's not the size of thing you have done, but the quality, the sincerity. If you are not even able to solve it all, but you were sincere, you did your best, that gives you the grace. If you are able to do so much, but you have the mentality of selfish and maybe tapping on it externally from the person, then grace is zero. It's zero here. Behind you, grace is zero. Please, you understand? Yes. So, in the case of those of you who will be functioning very well to help people, some when you are giving knowledge, like I talked about stroke now. Somebody will go establish himself somewhere. Now all the stroke people, bring them. Then coffee enema. And then chewing gum. Is it? And lo and behold, he'll be big monies. Yeah. When I treat you, I'm taking this much. These are some of the reasons sometimes. It's not like knowledge we don't want to give, but who is taking the knowledge? Who is taking the knowledge? What is the mentality of the person? Of course, like the centers we have now, you can have donation boxes in each center. Fine. People come there, those who are keeping there, plus the organizers. If the one keeping there, all this knowledge is there, he can do the first aid, like trying to help with counseling and natural things, he teach the person. But if the situation persists, then he informs the organizers. And then any of them who is free at that time should come in. Then they all see what Great Spirit will prompt them to do about it. And sometimes the Great Spirit will say, no, this is above you, call the teacher. You understand? So, in this way, even if it is above you and you call the teacher and he teaches you or he shows the solution and it works, you have gotten your credit. Because it was through you that person got the help. You get your credit. See. For the teacher, it's like transparent, so credit is overflow. So he's not even doing it for any settings. But if he does it, the credit inside it will go to you. You're the one who directed. So, In Africa here, we have certain particular ailments which are common, and all of them, if the toxic in the people, how do they get the toxic? The body will not function well when you have emotions. And when it doesn't function well, you accumulate toxic. And when you accumulate toxic, then you are going to be sick. Small thing, and it's going to blow out. So the root cause is the emotions. I've always told you about it. We talk about the immune system, immunity, the strength inside you to fight disease. If you have some emotions, I've said it in some of the lectures, you know it, that if before you get some phone message, we can test it. Let somebody be here, and then we have the nurses, and they test the immune system of that person, and the immune system is normal. Now we intentionally, we don't tell the person, but we let somebody call his line and say, such and such a thing has happened. Very shocking. He goes through some things, unless maybe we hold him hair or him. You know, after that, let them test the immune system. It has gone down. Test the pressure. It has gone up. Are you getting it? Yes. And then the digestion, how it was going normal, has stopped, and everything becomes, and then toxic accumulates. All these things, it's not any witch. It is not any Satan. Let us be realistic about life. Yes. So always time will not be on our side, but I'll be releasing some of the guidelines for you all for outreach work wherever you are. And the only thing is represent properly. You see, because don't go just money. Your grace will release money when you are not even thinking of it. Just build grace. Build grace. And there is justice. Yours will not be given to somebody. And sometimes people have been indoctrinated that somebody took your destiny away. Somebody did. Oh dear. Oh. All these things are. So, where you have knowledge, there is freedom. The knowledge will set you free. It must set you free. Yes, beloved brothers and sisters. For the sake of time, always time is something, but today's meeting, I'll be going around the regions. At Greater Accra, you got the first message about fanaticism, and it's a serious one. It's a message to the world as a whole. So things will change if we move out of the zones of fanaticism. And you today, when you go back, pick the service mode wherever you are, in your office, after any work you are doing. You are an electrician, you go to a place to work, you're going in there, you get you some money. But lo and behold, you realize somebody is in the house sick, or even the one who is taking you as a client, he has some challenges, he or she. You notice something around there, emotions are going on. And it's opportunity for you. Opportunity. Anything you are doing, don't miss the opportunities when they come. Yes. Yeah. And if you want me to release more on each ailment so that whilst you do the outreach, you use it to help people, then get a correct mental attitude. It is for the grace from high, not the direct external things you target. And within time, you'll be filled with whatever you need. So, at some of the retreats that we have had, there were some who come up to sit among you, and I know all that goes on. And it's like they are just looking for something they can go and do for themselves, separate. Something they want some wonderful thing to be released. And then from there, they go stay somewhere and call people, hey, come. And you have to pay this, that. Meanwhile, I release it, pay. I didn't ask for anything. Is it? So sometimes such things make me halt some things. You may not know. It makes me. But when some are sincere and they are not getting it, that is what I feel. Because of such things going on, some who are sincere and they want to be transparent and all, then they miss something I could have taught. Are you getting the understanding? Yes. But from today, I'll be releasing more, but only I want you to keep the mental attitude right. You see, the other is not other. It is another representation of your very self, because the spirit in you is not having divisions. It is one spirit, but the external presentation popping up is different. But the spirit in you is the same spirit we are all sharing. One spirit. Don't you see trees? Plenty trees, one earth. They are all sharing one earth. Are you getting it? So the core of you that you call your spirit is just one presence. That is why whatever you are doing externally to people, it goes and hits that one presence, and he sends it back to you to tell you that you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Please try to understand the secret. Anyway, so beloved brothers and sisters, as I go around the regions, I may be releasing some of the healing methods and so on. And whatever I release here will reach them. Whatever I release there will reach you. But only I'm hammering the right attitude. Right attitude, very important.